What's good, Ravens fans? It's your boy JG, and we are back in the Ravens space. And today I want to talk about Patrick Queen because I think he's being disrespected a little too much. Now, you guys know I did not have the best reviews of Patrick Queen going into the season. I said this is a make or break season for Patrick Queen. I said, hey, if Patrick Queen doesn't step it up, we want to get him out of here on the first bus smoking. But Patrick Queen has proven something to me, and I hope he's proven something to you guys, is that sometimes you just give these players time and they will mature and evolve into something that is excellent. An excellent football player this season, and I hope it continues. Now, a lot of players and a lot of people are really saying that the reason Patrick Queen has taken this step is because of Roquan Smith. And I'm here to say that that is not true. Patrick Queen is putting together a great season from top to bottom. Early in the season, he did have some struggles and consistency, but it was consistency from more play to play and not really game to game like we've seen in his past. He has been great all season long. He has been the best linebacker all season long. Straight like that. Now, has he been the most impactful in the beginning of the season? No, that was Justin Houston. However, from a consistency standpoint, he's the most consistent linebacker from game to game for sure, and definitely the most explosive of the middle linebackers before Roquan got here. He also was putting together his best season before Roquan Smith got here. If he just played the way he was playing in the beginning of season, throughout the season, he would have been one of the best defensive players that we had on our roster. He was playing extremely well all the way throughout. And this is something that I think a lot of Ravens fans, a lot of commentators that are just getting wrong, that they think that Roquan Smith unleashed Patrick Queen. The truth is, Patrick Queen unleashed Patrick Queen because he has been playing at a great level for the entirety of the season. Now, was he going above and beyond like we see he's doing now? No. I will say that he's raised his game this season because of Roquan Smith from a B+ to an A. I understand that. I'm with you guys there. However, it is not fair and it's not right to say that before Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen was having a bad season, and the only reason that he's doing what he's doing is because of Roquan Smith. Now, great players make you play better, and he has that advantage. But I want to talk about some of the things that I've seen Patrick Queen get better at, and a lot of these things have nothing to do with Roquan Smith, in my opinion. The first thing is that he is more consistent game to game, and the reason that he's more consistent game to game is because the game is slowing down for him. He's always had the speed to go left to right, and he's done a lot of his best plays going left to right. However, we've seen him in the beginning of the season, and even more now in the later parts of the season, be able to predict where the ball is going to be able to predict where the running backs are going to be able to predict the gaps in the offensive line when he's rushing the passer, or even trying to find gaps where the running back is going to be. He's just doing a great job with the game slowing down for him, and is actually allowing his athletic ability to take the next step and going with the mind. Again, the reason Ray Lewis was so great in this league wasn't really because of his athletic ability, even though he was a freak. It was his mind. It was the mental chess he was playing, which is also why he was able to be beneficial to the Ravens in their last Super Bowl run. Because again, as a physical specimen, Ray Lewis was shot at the end of his career. When it comes to being able to run with people, he was hurt from injuries and all this stuff. However, his mind allowed him to be in the right position at the right time. Roquan Smith has that ability as well, but Patrick Queen has developed it this year, which has led to his improved season. Another thing that I think has helped Patrick Queen is the ability to have a scheme that is more simplified. Now, I'm not saying that the reason Patrick Queen could never take that step was because of Dean Pease, but we do know that his system was a complicated system that really wasn't friendly to younger players. I think it's one of the big reasons that younger players, when they come to the Ravens, have a hard time defensively getting on schedule and becoming some of the best players, where other teams have a better time of incorporating those younger players into their defense. Now, again, that's no reason, that's no excuse. You're an NFL player, you get paid millions of dollars, you have to understand the playbook. But I think that prevented Patrick Queen from playing free and being able to kind of see where he needs to go and get there, which is his best ability, is like a missile. He's really good at, when he knows, when he makes a decision, we're putting that athletic ability to use and getting to the running back or to the quarterback. So I honestly think that was a big deal. And lastly, I think it was just confidence. Patrick Queen had confidence when he was in college. Everyone knew how great he was. People kept on talking about it. The team put schemes around him to accentuate his ability to go sideline to sideline. That's just one of the reasons why he was so great. And then when he got to the league, that confidence was shook a little bit, especially as a defender. When you find out how all the rules and the talent of the offensive players, the speed, when you find out that, you know, there were players in college you were faster than, even though that they were receivers on the other side of the field, and then you get to the NFL and you find out like the only players you're probably faster than is offensive linemen and maybe the quarterback, right? That kind of shakes your confidence. You're kind of fighting an uphill battle. And that's all defense is. That's kind of why cornerbacks, when they come into the league, they want them to be a little bit of cocky, a little bit of arrogant, because you have to have that confidence, because in the defense of the NFL, it's constantly fighting uphill battles. You're fighting the receiver who knows his route. You're fighting the refs who are going to give more calls to the offensive player than the defensive player, right? And then, of course, football in itself is a fight. So that confidence is really, really important, especially for a defender, right? As an offensive player, you might not have that confidence, but talent can win you the day and you'll build confidence quicker, right? If you're faster than somebody on offense, you're faster than somebody on offense. However, on defense, being faster than someone doesn't necessarily mean success. So because of that, it's important that Patrick Queen developed his confidence over time. And he said it himself, this is usually the year where he really starts to become a great player. He said in college, it took him 3 years for him really to bloom. And this is the same thing we're seeing in the NFL. So those are the things that I really think helped him the most. But the cherry on top of that was when you throw Roquan Smith in there. He's just a player that is as intelligent as any linebacker in the game of football. He's a player that also has that physical ability to go sideline to sideline. He does the studying, he does it all, and together, this could be a tandem that the Ravens have that will be able to make them one of the best defenses in the league going forward, especially if they get one pass rusher that can really, really win the day. Thank you guys so much. Go Ravens. Subscribe, like, and all that good stuff too.